philsgang.com.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Bill's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What, are you nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Bill's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
We can now say, I think, for the first time, that the disinflationary process has started. I continue to think that there's a path to getting inflation back down to 2% without a really significant economic decline or a significant increase in unemployment. I continue to think.
This guy has no idea what he's doing. He has zero idea. You will never see the Fed fund rates back to 2%. Let me repeat. You'll never see those Fed rates back to 2%. And it's amazing to me when I listen to all these nincompoops on TV today. It's amazing. They're making it sound like, oh, okay, everything that made the stocks, the tech stocks, go down in 2023 is all gone now. It's all better. They're targeting the herd mentality. The same group that every time they said buy on a dip, they'd buy on a dip. It's called the herd mentality. Because the institutions, they're not buying these stocks. Do you think these stocks are going up, these tech stocks are going up by the same people who dumped them? The big institutions who dumped them? You think they're the same people out there buying them? What are you, nuts? Because the same reasons, remember, these stocks were dumped in November and December of 2023. What's that, 8 weeks ago? 9 weeks ago? Oh, that's all been taken care of now? Powell's that much of a genius? He fixed it all. I get it. Okay, everything's okay again. Now, let me preface. We're buying these stocks, but we already bought them. Phil's Gang members bought these stocks. We bought these stocks starting in November 10th. Avgo, Broadcom. We bought it at $497. We're doing really well with it. But we understand what's going to happen. It's $604. But when we bought the stock, we bought it knowing that we were going to have this massive short covering rally. Because remember, The big institutions, the big hedge funds, the big mutual funds, the big pension funds, the big investment banks, they shorted these stocks. When the Fed canceled out QE, canceled out zero rates, they shorted them because they knew. Just like we shorted our stocks starting back in December. Starting back in November, we shorted a lot of these tech stocks. Then we turned around after they were shorted. We turned around and we started buying back because we knew there's going to be a big short covering. But what's important to understand is that if you're jumping in these stocks today, you're going to get hurt. But I know you don't believe it. You didn't believe it when I told you when they said buy in the dip. I said don't buy in the dip, and every one of you lost money. But let's go into that in a minute. What's going to happen with these stocks? I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen with these stocks in a minute. But first, I want to get back to Powell. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a nincompoop. He was the same nincompoop that told us inflation was temporary. It would work itself out. Transitory. It would work itself out. He tells us inflation comes from the consumer. From the consumer, you're buying. You're causing all the inflation because you're out buying. No, inflation comes only from one place. Just one place. Congressional spending. That's where inflation comes from. One place. That's it. Nowhere else. Congress and their spending. Unbelievable. And when Powell keeps saying we're aggressively fighting inflation. What? No, they're not. They're not fighting inflation. I wish that were true. If they're fighting inflation, answer this question, why is it, if they're such fighters of inflation, why have they raised the debt ceiling 98 times since 1939, and only 4 times they did not raise the debt ceiling? 98 times they're going to raise it again. Why are they raising the debt ceiling? So they can spend more, for God's sakes. That's aggressively fighting inflation. Inflation, remember, comes from one place. These gangsters we send to Washington who do all this spending. Because why do they spend? It's not their money, it's our money. Remember, for government, inflation is intentional. I told you this yesterday. So to keep our insolvent government solvent through increased congressional spending, which reduces or monetizes the value of our debt that we owe in dollars to our lenders, China, who's our biggest debtor. For banks, inflation is intentional as well, to keep them solvent, because inflation causes prices to increase. So does borrowing. That's right, borrowing. Remember when cars went up, used cars went up 49%? There was more borrowing, heyday for the banks, because banks increase their interest rates, which increase profits, which keeps them solvent. They love inflation. Unbelievable. Unless you purchase these stocks, these big tech stocks, between November, like we did, and January, if you're in there purchasing now, you better be pros. You better know how to put stops in. You better know how to look for W's. You better know how to take profits, because you missed the train. If you're buying stocks, say, because you're all excited, everybody's jumping in there, just like buying on a dip. Everybody gets excited. Remember that one day the market went up 1,200 points? Everybody's getting excited. Oh, this is it. This is it. Are you kidding? Are you nuts? You missed the train. These stocks now are overpriced again. Give you an example. We'll just take one of our stocks here. I just to give you an example. If you take the stock that we bought in, what was it? NVIDIA. Let's take NVIDIA. NVIDIA. We bought that on January 6th. And that was around $146. It's now $213. And that's a 44% gain. I'll give you another one we bought on January 6th. We bought Adobe, another one. Adobe we purchased around $333. It's now $390. 17%. Apple. We purchased around $126. It's now $149. So we didn't buy these stocks as an investment. That 18% gain is not, we didn't buy that as an investment. That's not a position trade. We're not investing long term. We're taking advantage of the people who are in there buying them, thinking they're going to go higher. We're taking advantage of the pros who short them, who have to buy them back right now to push the stock up. We're not buying these as investment. We're taking advantage of the short covering rally. Now, let's get back to why do you think, just think about it. They're trying to take parking space in your head telling you the same people that's moving up these stocks are the institutions who bought them back in 2008. They're back again buying them. What are you, nuts? I'll tell you the truth when I get back who's buying these stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Okay, so let's understand what's going on. Meta just came out with their numbers. Their net income dropped 55% when you compare it to the same period to the prior year. Down 50%. But their stock rallied 55%. Because Zuckerberg got on the phone and said everything was great. And they're getting a lot more subscribers. This is how crazy the market is getting. This is more crazy than going back to 2008. Now, you make money in a market like this. When you're in business, the difference between the guy who's successful, the small business, and the guy who fails is to anticipate. Everything in business or sports, whatever, is you got to anticipate. I was a professional skier. I always had, when I was in slalom or whatever I was doing, I had to anticipate. Those who can anticipate, retail, that's big, Ralph Lauren, those kind of guys, they can anticipate the trends. Those are the guys who are always successful. Guys on Wall Street can't anticipate their nose in front of them. They can't. But they sure can sell. And they sell people every day who don't have an idea how the market works. They really think with this market up today and yesterday for 4 weeks that, wow, this is it. We're going right back to the old days. No, you're not, because here's why. Here's why. First of all, we're not seeing the same institutional investors, the hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, venture capitalists, investment banks, credit unions. They are not in here buying these stocks. No. They're the ones who bought all these stocks in 2008. These are the same guys who dumped their stocks in 2022. They're not purchasing them back. You need to understand first, okay, why they purchased all these stocks over the past 13 years. Because interest rates were zero. They were purchasing tech stocks. And tech companies, especially new startup business, they don't turn a profit for years. And when you can rely on zero interest rates, oh, you are in duck heaven, man. Amazon took 9 years to turn a profit. Tesla. Even when you go to ESPN, FedEx, I mean, you could name a ton of these companies, but if it wasn't for lower interest rates, they wouldn't be around. For 13 years, it worked. QE for 13 years worked, but it screwed Main Street. Because when interest rates low, what was the Congress doing? They were spending, and they never cut anything. It's spending by Congress that moves up inflation. The zero rate was the worst thing ever. Now, these same people, we're being told today, these people are back buying. No, they're not. If anything, they're covering their short positions. Now, here's why they're not buying. First of all, you need to understand that when they started to raise rates from 0 to 4.5, now 4.75, it takes every quarter point, every half point, it takes 12 months before it has an effect on the market. So here, everyone's saying, oh, the market dropped 38% about 6 weeks ago. But it's okay now. It's going to go all the way back up. But wait a minute. It dropped because they raised rates from 0 to 4.5%. Every one of those rates has not hit us yet. It hasn't hit the market. It takes at least a year, sometimes 18 months before you hits the target, hits the market, has the effect on it that it's supposed to have for the reasons you raised rates. So these institutions are not in buying these stocks. They know that. But they're not. Nobody's going to tell you that. Not going to be honest with you. The other thing is, now that the QE zero rates are gone, are going to be, I hope forever, that the tech stocks are done. It's over. Things changed. We have cycles. So the reason they got out of the tech stocks is because they've been raising rates. You think they're going to get in them 4 weeks later when the rates haven't even had an effect? Also, the cost of materials are still going up because of the rate hikes. I haven't seen a rate cut. Have you? They're going to raise rates. So what has changed? The same reasons that the NASDAQ went down 38% are still with us. Who the hell said, hey, those things that made the market drop 38%, the NASDAQ, the leadership group that dropped 38%, it's all changed now. Nothing's changed. Okay, sure, some of it softened a bit. That's like saying, gee, you see this guy with that 18-inch knife? He stuck the whole 18-inch of that knife in that guy's heart. But look at the other guy with that 18-inch knife. He only stuck 12 inches in his heart. But they're both dead. What difference does it make? It's the same thing we're in right now. What difference does it make? If inflation's a little better. But it's not. Inflation's going to get worse. So we have the same inflation. We have the rate. The biggest problem is the rates aren't being cut. That's what drove the market down 38%. The next thing is because who's going to buy tech? Who's going to buy tech when they dumping tech because rates are going up? Now you got, with rates going up, we also have the inflation. That's cost of material is rising. That's why they sold their tech stocks 6 weeks ago. So too the cost of shipping and transportation. That's why they sold their stocks just 4 to 6 weeks ago. Many tech stocks rely on advertising to generate a large portion of their revenue. Guess what? Their clients are cutting their advertising budgets. Did that stop? Does that stop since, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Strong dollar. The tech companies rely on a strong dollar to bring in the biggest revenues from overseas. You know why they sold the tech stocks 4 weeks ago? Because the strong dollar is not there. It's a weak dollar. So all that revenue from overseas is not there. The dollar tanked. So did their overseas revenues. That isn't going to change. Or the transportation costs, that's not going to change. So the point is that the same things that caused the NASDAQ to go down 38%, the same things still exist.
Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show, one guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals, you follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. Remember, sign up, because if you really want to understand how the market works and you really want to make money consistently, if you're tired of being part of the 80 to 85% of people that lose money in the stock market, and look it up, I'm telling you the truth. Can you imagine 80 to 85%? Why is that? Because people listen to the people on the fake business news networks. They listen to those dopes. Their job isn't to make you money, make you happy. Their job is to make their advertisers happy by making you happy so you go buy something. Now, I'm frustrated today. Now, I'm very happy because my members and I got into these tech stocks early on. And we're up 42% in one stock, 22%, 38%, 18%. That's all great. That's all great. But we're also going to turn around and sell them short when they come back down, because they're going to come back down. Because how can they not come back down? How can they not come back down? Because the same reasons that the institutions sold them, if you don't have institutions coming back and buying them, they're not going to go up and hold. What you got here, I'm going to make this so easy for the people, okay, the herd, the people with the herd mentality, the ones that always buy on the dip when they tell you to buy on the dip when we're in the worst downtrend channel. The worst downtrend channel. They still buy on the dip. They don't even know what the hell a downtrend channel is. So I'm going to take a ruler. I'm going to put it in inches. Let's see. If I go back and take the NASDAQ and measure it on my chart, the NASDAQ dropped 3.2 inches, 3.3 inches, 3.3 inches. And it's only back up 1 inch. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I mean, I'm bringing it right down to the lowest denominator. The market has fallen 3.3 inches. How are you going to get back up to that 3.3? You're only up 1 inch. And guess what? Guess what? The institutions aren't going to buy a stock and help you. Know who those people are buying? These are the people who listen to these dopes on the financial shows. Buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. And it's frustrating because these people are going to get clobbered. They get mad. They say the market's no good, and they never come back to the market. I don't get a chance to get them as a gang member, which means we don't raise as much money for St. Jude. It's frustrating. If all they would do is just listen, if all you would do is just buy the spiders, if all you would just do is buy the spiders and then follow the spiders with my Pro 2 color-coded chart, it's never wrong. It's color-coded. It tells you when to buy, when to sell. It warns you. When you're buying, it's going to change, go back down. It warns you. Steve is the best chart teacher, I believe, in the world. He makes it simple. We make things so simple, just common sense. Join for 10 days. Just go to my website right now, philsgang.com. It says get started. And right next to it, it says how the Pro 2 works. I have videos on the Pro 2 color-coded chart. It's patent. Nobody else has it. It's all by color code. Now, let's go back to how are we going to how's the stock market go up 2 more inches? How's it going to go up 2 more inches? When you got, remember who buys the stock? Remember who made the stock market go up 1,200%? Who made the NASDAQ go up 1,200%? It wasn't the herd mentality. It was institutions. And the reason it went down 38%, think about that. Only went down 38% out of 1,200. And you think this is it? And you think here's a dope who thinks the bottom's in. The dope of the dopes. Here he is, King Dope. Right here. Listen to him.
Many stocks have clearly bottomed. Even tech.
Even tech bottomed. Even tech bottomed. The only way this stock market could possibly bottom if Powell and our president decide, you know what, we got to screw Main Street to get me reelected. We got to get the stock market to go up, go back to zero rates. Then you're going to see inflation go insane. It's insane now. And that's why they're not buying. See, you're not going to get these institutions to buy these stocks again. Because remember, they started purchasing tech stocks 13 years ago when rates were at zero for 13 years. And remember, tech stocks, even the new tech stocks, they can't grow without zero rates. And the only way we can go back to zero if he decides, Biden, to screw America. Maybe he gets a check from Russia. Maybe he gets a check from China, Korea. I don't know. Maybe he'll do it. But the people who are jumping in today is just insane. Now, think about this. This is crazy. Listen to this. Oh, my God.
Markets have decided and the public has decided that inflation is going to come back down to 2%.
The market doesn't decide. What a moron. The market doesn't decide about inflation. You and I don't decide about inflation. That's how stupid this man is. You know who decides about inflation? The gangsters that we send to Congress. It's the gangsters. They decide. Because they're the ones who spend. And spending only comes from one place that causes our inflation. Congress. They're the gangsters. They're the ones that control inflation. They can decide if inflation is going to be up or down. They can decide if your gas is going to be up or down. I hear them get outraged. Boy, gasoline is really up. It's up 60%. Look at that. Hot dogs up 32%. Am I angry? I'm going back to my constituents how angry. When it was he who caused them to go up 62%. And gasoline and hamburgers. He caused them. The very congressman who gets on TV says, isn't this terrible? We got to do something. Stop spending. But they'll never stop spending. They'll never stop spending. You know what the biggest inflation is? Comes from that dumb Obama health care. That is so inflationary. Oh, but you can't talk about it. That's Obama. You can't talk about him. You can't talk about the Obamacare. No. He's it's sacrilegious. They'll burn you at the stake. You talk about him. Are you nuts? Nobody in Congress is aggressively fighting inflation. They don't want to. Because here's what they know, as I told you over and over. If they stopped creating inflation, then the government that we have right now, which is insolvent, will collapse. But see, it's a double-edged sword. But if they keep on creating inflation to keep trying to monetize the value of our debt with China, they keep doing that, then we got another problem. So by creating all this inflation, we have a problem. By not creating inflation, we have a problem. If you don't create inflation, we can't monetize our debt. If we create inflation, then the next time you go get some bread, it'll be $35. There's only one way to make money. Join our gang, philsgang.com. Go to the homepage right now, philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market. Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, again, if you purchase these stocks when you're supposed to, these tech stocks, before this short covering rally began, and now this is the last part of the rally that you're seeing, like today, when everybody crazy gets in the market, okay? I got to get in, right? This is when they, remember, the market always does what it's supposed to do, but never when it's supposed to do it. And when the market opens, always lose your opinion so you don't lose your money. And what you do is you follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You can't follow fundamentals anymore. Those days are gone. Nobody cares about fundamentals anymore. PE ratios. Who cares about a PE ratio? Remember, everybody used to live and die by a PE ratio. What's the PE ratio? Too high, I won't buy. PE ratios, they're telling you, oh, you got to know the PE ratio, man. It identifies how much an investor will pay per share for each dollar of earnings. Oh, wow, I need that one. You think you need that now? Of course not. What do you need that for? So if a stock's trading at $20 per share, earning per share or buck, so a stock has a PE of 20. So it's going to take 20 years to meet its price, its stock price. Do you really care? Who cares? See how that's gone? Nobody cares anymore. All they care about is, can we get those yields back down? And today the market's going up. And the yields, go take a look at the yields. Look at TLT. Take a look at TLT. The bond market, okay, has been going sideways. Take a look at it. It's been stuck between, let me give it to you here. It's been stuck between about 109 and about 104 to 109. So we don't have any direction with the bond market. How can you buy a stock if you don't know if the bond market's going up or the bond market's going down? Because see, if the bond market's going down, then we know interest rates are going to go up, and the last thing you want to buy is tech stocks. But if the bond market goes up and yields go down, then that's when you buy tech stocks. See, follow the money. Just follow the money. You don't need to know anything about PE ratios. What do you need to know about that stuff for? So I want you to leave today thinking about this. The market is down 3 inches. 3 inches. There you go, 3 inches. The market fell 3 inches. 3.3. It's up 1 inch. 1 inch. Did you miss that inch? You're going to hope you did. So let's see. You got to go 2 inches more. What usually rallies the market? Low rates. But the market's going up anyways. Even though rates are going up. We still have rates going up. We still have inflation. No, inflation's not gone. Cheap money's gone. Everything's getting more expensive. Not as bad as it was, but it's bad enough. Are you kidding me? Think about this. Investors, think about the yield curve. We have a yield curve that's screaming at you. The market's going to make new lows. Now, as I said, we bought these stocks, but remember, we bought them in November, we bought them in December, and we bought them January 6th. I'll give them to you right here. We bought on January 6th. Now, the spiders, because we're getting ready to go into the earnings season. We always buy them before earnings season. We're up about 6%. Meta, Adobe, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA, Tesla. Nobody wanted any of these stocks. We bought them. Everybody said, oh, they're dead, they're done for. No, there's going to be a short covering rally. Always understand this. If let's say at the end of the year, we find the worst performing group were healthcare. The first thing you buy as a professional when the calendar flips to January, you buy healthcare. You always buy, when the calendar flips, you buy the stocks that were the worst performers the previous year. It's been that way for 100 years because they always go up. Someone's got to buy them because when you short them, bet they're going to go down. You don't make any money until you buy that stock. You got to buy it because if you agreed, if a stock was at $100 and you went to the guy that owns the stock, the broker at 100, say, hey, I want to borrow that stock from you because I think it's going to go down to 50. And he said, well, no. He said, I think it's going to go from 50 to 100, from 100 to 200. Well, I think it's going to go from 100 to 50. He said, okay, I'll lend you the stock. So he lends it to me. So 100 now it goes down to 50. He lost money. I made money. But I can't collect my money, my check, until I go buy it at 50. It's like having an option on it. I said, hey, you know that stock is 100? I'm going to bet you it's going to go to 50. I'm going to bet you it's going to go to 50. And it did go to 50. So now I have to buy it at 50 to collect the difference between 50 and 100. Now, if it went the other way, from 100 to 200, I owe him money. But that's not what happened. So all these tech stocks went down because we all knew they were going to go down, and we shorted the hell out of them all. But now we got to buy them back. So that's why we started to buy them in November. The first one in November was AVGO. The second one was December 30th, Meta. We're up big time on Meta. Then we bought Meta again on January 6th. Adobe, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon. What else we buy? Tesla. So we caught them all. But doesn't mean that we believe in them. They're going to go higher. No, they're going to go lower because remember, we're in a situation that cheap money is gone. It was the cheap money for 13 years that drove tech. What's going to drive tech now? What's going to drive tech now? There's no more cheap money. How are you going to get the stock to go up? The only reason why, after coming down for 3 inches, it's now up 1 inch because of the people like me who sold them short and then I had to buy it back. That's why it's going up. And now what you're going to do in the next 2-3 days, watch the volume. All of a sudden you're going to start to see the volume falling off. And then you're going to see a head and shoulders. Then you're going to see it drop. And everybody's going, oh my God, the stock's going back down. What's going on? Remember, this market, this economy, it hasn't changed in 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Everybody's acting like it's changed. And for you people who buy and hold, I heard somebody today talk about, you got to buy and hold. That's the new strategy. Buy and hold? Are you out of your mind? Retail investors lose money 80% of the time. Because why? Because they ignore the essential investment concept of risk management. When you use the buy and hold strategy, that's the most failed strategy ever. Unbelievable. Now, the reason why brokers introduce that to you, the client, because the brokers are lazy. And it takes so little effort to manage it because they're lazy. They have little skill. You don't need skill. When you sell somebody a stock and you tell them to hold on to it for 10 years, go to bed. You don't have to, what do you got to manage? Nothing. That's terrible. And they collect much larger commissions. It's unbelievable. If you want to make money in the market, forget fundamentals. Go buy the spiders and learn how to sell short with us. I keep telling you that over and over. Nobody wants to listen. Buy the spiders. And when they go down, you sell them short. You can't do that with your 401k. You just can't do it with your 401k. So let's see what happens now in the next couple of weeks. Let's see if they're going to start cutting rates. If that's the only thing that's going to make this market hold. And also, you've got any stock that you're in right now. I told my members that today, our tech stocks, I showed them. You only should be adding to the stocks where the 50-day moving average crossed the 200-day moving average. And it's going to be interesting. Soon, we should see the 50 cross 200-day and the spiders. We'll see if that happens. If it fails, put your parachute on, okay? Watch the volume for the next week, and you'll see a big change. Join my gang, Phil's gang.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.